This is part 5 to Zamaras' story, and I apologize. It's a holiday, and me and my kids don't get to spend that with her. So I had sang her our song, and I told her I'd get justice for her. And they had told me when I was ready, I could disconnect her mask. So when I thought it was time, and it had been time, and I didn't want to have to make that call, but as it was torture beyond the middle of the night anymore, and it was unfair to her to stay like I did, and I just held her for hours afterwards. I laid there in the bed with her for hours, and then finally Julia, the social worker, they had come in and told me when I was ready they would take her to give her a bath and wash her up and do some bunch of special stuff for me with her handprints, feet prints, impressions. Julia, you're a social worker on the 5th floor in the Children's Hospital at UVM Medical Center, and you went above and beyond for me and my kid and my other 2 kids when they came up. And the staff up there on the 5th floor, you guys were amazing with us. And I just want to say thank you to you guys. Despite the experience I had on the 3rd floor in the ICU unit with her, there still was some good people there. And I just want to say thank you. And yeah. And I was going to wash her up. And so finally I said, okay, after a couple hours, and Julia walked me upstairs, and I just wanted to stay the night there, and I asked them that, and they were maybe going to let me, I don't know, but they offered me a hotel room and said Zamara would probably want me to have a comfortable bed that night, but I wanted to be in that bed because we had slept in that bed for last month. So Julia came up a couple hours later, and children's life specialist there, and they had done all this special stuff for us. And I had asked them, well, they asked me if I wanted to go back down one more time to see her and say goodbye before they took her downstairs. And I said, can I go put some clothes on her to give her some kind of normalcy that we hadn't had in a month? So I went down and I put her Cocomelon outfit on her, as she loved Cocomelon, and I put her Minnie Mouse Crocs on her. I had just bought her, and I laid there for a little while longer with her and just held her until it was time to let Julia take her. And so yeah, that was the worst experience of my life in a hospital. It's like one of them horror movies when you look up and you really need someone and there's nobody around. That should never happen in real life, in situations like this. And